broke in the 70s? Wasn't it the best? Because we had real teen idols in the 70s. You know, there was a drought until the Jonas Brothers showed up. There was this horrible drought. I felt so sorry for these teenage girls, but in the 70s we had the Osmonds.
Yeah!
And we had the Cassidys.
David.
And I keep telling my parents they owe Sean and David Cassidy a huge thank you note. Because when I think of the stuff I could have gotten involved with in that 8-year period of time, I just go, thank God for Tiger Beat. Because, seriously, I could be living in a double wide somewhere right now with a bong on my coffee table. Not using pronouns, which, you know, for my father, the English teacher, could be a real bummer. So, yeah, we had the best teen idols. But you know why we had the best teen idols in the 70s? Because we had the best TV in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, really, I can't be the only person in this room who begged their parents to move back to Boston so that I could be on Zoom. Anyone else? Zoomers? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well then we need to do the mail-out song right now, so I want you to join me, okay? Ready? Write Zoom, Z-O-O-M, box 350, Boston, Math. 02134. Sorry to Zoom. Thank you, Jenny. That's in your cell tissue when you're in the 70s. But Zoom was after-school TV. I think the best TV in the 70s, hands down, was Friday night on ABC. Am I right? Yay! Right? We had 5 channels back then. We didn't have 500 channels. We had 5. Friday night on ABC was the best. We had Donnie and Marie.
Yeah.
And we had the Partridge Family.
Yes.
And of course we had the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. Yay!
It was my favorite show, and it still is. I quote it daily. And those of you on Facebook know this because Marcia's my name when I go to Starbucks.
I said Marcia.
Because Marcia Brady was my idol growing up. I'm the eldest of 3 daughters. I always got to be Marcia. You're Jan, you're Cindy. You know, so. And my poor brother had to be Bobby or Tiger. I can't remember how I was. But no, Marcia Brady, she was my idol growing up. But I have to tell you, that was a lot of pressure. Because she was such a goody-goody. You know, all of her trophies and her boyfriends and her celebrity prom dates. It got to be a lot of pressure. And whenever I would do something that wasn't really right, my mom would say, you know, I don't think Marcia would have done that. So I just wanted her to turn into something like the bad seed of the Brady Bunch, you know, kind of a Maureen Patty McCormick hybrid. So I ended up doing this ritual every Friday night about 5 of 8. I'd grab my glow-in-the-dark rosary out from under my pillow, and I'd say a little prayer, and I'd say, very Judy Blume moment, I'd say, Dear God, please, let this be the week where Marcia says something really evil and rotten like, Mom, Dad, I just beat the shit out of Jen and Cindy. And there's more. Dad's gay. And Greg and I have been doing crystal meth in the attic. That last part used to be a punchline. Then I read her autobiography. Have you read? God love her. Marcia, only 3 of her diagnosed personalities. She's crazy. God bless her though. Bad choices. She made bad choices. See all those Brady Bunch references? For my boyfriend James, who's 6 years older than I, right over. Right over his head. Doesn't get him, doesn't want to get him. And he's not convinced that the greatest thing that could ever happen in his life is to go to Vegas with me and see Donnie and Marie. He will not go. He won't go, and that is why I still need my gay guys in my life. They're like a food group. Seriously, I'd be lost without them. I love them so much. But I gotta tell you, it was really, really scary when James and I got together because I knew that I had to get the gay stamp of approval from my boyfriend, who's gorgeous and dreamy and 6'5" and has all his hair and a job. So it was a big deal. I was more scared about introducing him to my gay friends than I was to my parents. Because that is a court of very judgmental queens who are going to, you know, really give me a bad time. And they also, I think, felt that it was the end of an era because I had dated for so long, and it became kind of a punchline, and we played a little game. You know, whenever I'd start dating somebody new, all my gay guy friends would get really excited because they'd know within 3 months one of them would have a new boyfriend. Right over to the dark side. One day. But that is, the spell has been broken. so thrilled. The skeleton broken, thank God. But, you know, I was thinking about it. I've never actually been on stage chatting about my life when I've been happy. So this is kind of a departure for me, being happy and a cute boyfriend and talking. And I started thinking about all my bad choices. And I went out with some real losers for years. It was just loser city. And then I started thinking, I attracted such losers, but maybe it wasn't that I attracted them. Maybe it was that I gave them my phone number. So for those of you who don't know me, and by the way, I ran into someone, Ruff and I went to high school together, so Ruff, you remember all the... So, for those of you who don't know me though, I thought it might be fun to take a little jog down memory lane so you could share my pain and how I used to be. And